Thank you.
Hare Krishna, everyone. This is questions for Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3.
Thank you. Nice graphics there.
Chapter 1. Questions by Bindu. How many places of pilgrimage are there along the banks of Saraswati?
Yikes.
4, 11, 13, 18.
So Rianch, you are with us, yeah? We want to hear you. Okay, how many? Whew. Yikes.
What, Prabhuji?
We're doing the quiz for Canto number 3. So join us, okay?
Prabhuji.
How many places of pilgrimage? I would say 11.
I will say 30.
Pure guesswork. Any other takers? Oh, yes. Got one right. Pure guess, KJ.
Text 22.
Okay.
Should read what are these? None. Okay.
Which expansion of Vishnu is Anirudh known as? 10th, 8th, 4th, 1st.
Yikes.
Fourth.
Yes, I agree with that. Let's go for 4th. Krishna, Ram, and then Sankarsan. Well done. Good boy.
Text 34.
So the 11 places of pilgrimage on the bank of Saraswati River are Trita, Ushana, Manu, Ritu, Agni, Asita, Vayu, Sudasa, Gau, Guha, Shraddhadev. So Vidur visited all of them and performed rituals.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Thank you.
Chapter 2. Remembrance of Lord Krishna. What did Vidur ask Uddhav? To tell him Krishna's pastimes, to tell him about the Bhagavatam, to speak on the messages of Krishna, to speak on the messages of the Bhagavatam.
I would go for A.
I
What do you think, Rianch?
I think D one.
Okay. Oh, not that one then. Message of Krishna must be then. Yeah. Okay.
To speak on the messages of Krishna. I got it. Next one.
Yeah, but you're sitting next to the person who's got all the answers.
No, but I don't see the answers. I'm just guessing.
Chitra, make sure she doesn't see the answers. Huh?
No, Prabhu.
She can't. She's saying the same thing everyone is.
You tell us if she's cheating, okay?
What did the king of Chedi achieve? Success in yoga practice, even though he hated Krishna. Liberation, for he always thought of Krishna. Victory over his enemies by the grace of the Lord. Prosperity, for he was favored by Krishna.
So that's Shishupal, right? Shishupal.
Yeah.
Liberation, for you always thought of Krishna. Sounds good.
I think
What do you think?
C1.
Yeah. Number 2, number B. Yeah, I think.
C, Prabhuji, C.
You think C, victory over his enemies by the great. Why? That was Shishupal, though, I think, isn't it? King of Chedi.
I didn't think so.
Oh,
I
okay.
forgot to was so sorry.
Ah, it's not that. It's not C.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like
Success again.
yoga practice, even though he hated Krishna.
Yeah, yeah.
Text 19. And yes, the king of Chedi is Shishupal.
But
Chapter 3. The Lord's pastimes out of Vrindavan. How many Akshakunis were effected after the Battle of Kurukshetra? 9, 11, 18, 108.
yikes. How many?
What?
It's 18.
I think it's 11.
Affected after the battle. 18 sounds good.
No, I think 11.
Oh, no, 108. Yes.
18.
Well done, Kaushalya Maji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Text 14. What is enunciated by the Sankhya system of philosophy? One should be immersed in the Lord. One should follow the Vedic principles. One should be attached to the lotus feet of Krishna. One should be situated in detachment and knowledge.
I think C1.
D.
C.
C.
Nobody else? Nobody else brave enough to shout out?
Maybe B. B.
C.
B. Sitaram. Okay.
I think C. No.
Ah,
Oh,
Prabhuji got it.
Detachment and knowledge. Text 19. Chapter 4. Vidur approaches Maitreya. Why did the descendants of Rishi and Bhoja throw harsh words at each other? Because they drank soju, because they drank rice liquor, because they drank baju, because they drank matyoli.
this question came last time also.
Yeah, these are the same questions.
I forgot the answer. I think C.
B. It's B.
I think C.
We go for
This
B.
one I know it's a tricky question.
Okay.
C.
Yes. B. Another guess.
His answers are all right because they are translations of rice liquor in 3 different languages.
Ah, okay.
We don't know languages, that's why it's problem with us.
A is rice liquor in Japanese, C is rice liquor in Chinese, and D is rice liquor in Korean.
What about Mauritian?
I don't think we have a name. Like rice liquor is a liquor that's famous in these countries. That's why I found that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Here we will have sugarcane liquor, probably.
Interesting.
From text 1. Who is Arindam?
Yikes.
Bhishma, Arjun, Sanjaya, Vidur.
Go for
I
it.
think Sanjaya.
Vidur.
Sanjaya.
Vidur. What is Vrindavan?
I lost so many questions.
You've lost your touch.
Mhm.
Text 1. Chapter 5. Vidur talks with Maitreya. Who cursed Yamraj? Kumar, Mandavya Muni, Narad Muni, Vyasdev.
Who cursed Yamraj?
I think Mandavya Muni.
Yes, you're right. I mean, I think so as well. Don't know if he's right or not, but
Mandavya Muni.
Mhm.
Extend.
So, Mandavya Muni cursed King Yamraj and he became Vidur because of that curse.
and he cursed him because the punishment he got for something. I think when he was a little boy, he was, I think, killing ants or something, and he got punished by having to. He was crucified or something. Yeah, that was his punishment, I think. And when he asked Yamraj, "Why am I being punished?" In your childhood you were killing ants. So then Mandavya Muni said to Yamraj, for such a small thing you punish me so much, I curse you to be a Shudra. Something like that. Is that right?
No, I can't find it here.
Okay, yeah. I think it's something like that.
So Yamaraj became Shudra, Prabhuji?
Yes, he became Vidur.
Vidur, is it?
Yeah, Vidur.
So Vidur was Yamaraj in his previous life?
Yes, yeah. That's correct.
I thought Yamaraj never dies. He kills
No,
people, innit?
Yeah. He sort of, he's still there as Yamraj, but he also became Vidur. So Yamraj still exists as a personality. Maybe somebody takes his responsibilities, but
Harival Prabhu, Hare
yes.
Krishna. Yamraj is a Mahajan, no? I think.
Yeah, he's Mahajan.
He's Mahajan.
But he got cursed.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're Mahajan or not, still get cursed.
What is the transformation of egoistic ignorance? Sound, light, taste, sense.
D.
What?
I would go for A.
I think
Either A or B.
sense.
Okay.
Sound.
Wow.
Text 33.
He's from text 32. 30.
Chapter 6, Creation of the Universal Form. Who did the Lord enter the 23 elements with? Kali, Lakshmi, Yogmaya, Kali.
Who did the Lord enter with?
What, Prabhuji?
Have a look at the question.
I can't see.
Oh, how come?
I don't know.
You can repeat the question again, Chitra. Who did the Lord
Who
enter?
did the Lord enter the 23 elements with? Kali, Lakshmi, Yogmaya, Kali.
I think
I
Yogamaya.
think Yogamaya.
Hmm.
I also think Yogamaya.
See.
See. Huh? Not Kali. I think finally Kali. My second expect was correct.
6Q. Who was the Virat Purush who lived for 1,000 years on the water of the universe? Hiranyaksh, Hiranmaya, Hiranyakashipu, Vara.
Okay, it's not C and D. A and B. Hiranyamaya.
I also think Hiranyamaya.
Hiranmaya, 6. Chapter 7, Further Inquiries by Bindu. What living being can be classified as twice born? Insect, fish, reptiles, birds.
What living being is classified as twice born?
Oh, yeah.
I think reptiles.
Yeah. Let's go for reptiles. Oh.
My final option, birds.
Birds. How? Why?
I also don't know. My second option was birds. But I don't think that. I can't understand the last question.
They don't explain what twice born means.
Hmm.
They explain the different types of birth.
Right.
From embryos, from perspiration, twice bones, and plants and vegetables.
Right.
What are the Holy Trinity also known as? Incarnations of the material modes of nature, progenitors of creation, supreme beings, original elements.
A.
Incarnations of the material modes of nature. Text 28. Chapter 8. Manifestation of Brahma from Garbhodakshayi Vishnu. How did Brahma achieve 4 heads? By meditating on the Virat Roop, by asking for a boon from the Lord, by splitting his head, by looking in all directions to find the world.
D.
Yes. Correct.
By looking in all directions to find the word. Text 60. Why did Brahma meditate for 100 years? To find the word, to obtain the power of creation, to be able to see the Supreme within himself, to understand the Virat truth.
To obtain the power of creation.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I
Yes,
think
B.
D. Or C. I think C.
B.
C.
Oh.
C.
Oh dear.
He will see the Supreme within himself. Text 22. Chapter 9. What did Brahma do upon finding the Lord? Offered his obeisances, started creating the world, wrote the Veds, scriptures, meditate upon the Lord.
Offered his obeisances.
Sounds good.
Offered his obeisances, text 1 to 4. How can devotees see through the Lord through the ears? By continuously listening to the holy name, by listening to the Bhagavatam, by the process of bona fide learning, hearing, by listening to Krishna Katha.
By the process of bona fide hearing.
How about all of them?
I also think all of them.
Very good.
All of them.
B? I don't know.
Hmm.
C.
See,
Oh,
The process of bona fide hearing,
Okay.
text 11. Chapter 10. In how many parts did Brahma ultimately divide the lotus? 4, 14, 8, 108.
14. Because 14 planetary systems are there.
How many divide the lotus? 8.
I think 14. Yay!
Well done. Well done.
There are 14 planetary systems, that's why.
Text 8. How many creations are there besides the one which occurs naturally? 4, 23, 11, 9.
Crikey. How many
4.
creation of the
actually?
Israel.
Yeah, I like Riyanchi's answer. Oh, maybe not.
Nine. Text
Do
40.
we know what they are?
It is mentioned there are 9 different kinds of creations besides the one which naturally occurs, but they do not actually mention the creation.
Okay. That's fine.
Chapter 11. What is the ultimate state of the manifest universe? The nucleus, time, Mahavishnu, the atom.
Time.
What is the ultimate state?
I think the nucleus.
Yes.
State of manifest. What is the ultimate state of manifest? Atom.
I think nucleus.
Okay. Good guess.
Next. How many solar movements make one day and night for the demigods? 2, 6, 100, 10.
Yikes. How many solar movements?
Mm, 10.
2.
Either 2 or 10. 2. Oh, wow. Well done, Kamakshi.
It was a pure guesswork.
Chapter 12. What did Brahma create first? Vaikuntha, the Ved, nascent engagements, Manu.
Manus. D.
Manus.
Manus, I think.
Sounds good. Maybe not.
Vedas.
Then Nisayant engagements.
Yeah.
Nascent engagement.
Interesting.
What's that, Prabhuji? I don't understand.
I think that's basically karma, basically so that the living entities have something to do. So he creates the engagement, he creates what needs to be done first. I don't know, I might be wrong.
Well, Prabhu,
Means
nations-
karma, is it? He first
nations
created
means-
karma?
Nation
Haribol?
means ignorance.
Yeah.
That's it. Ignorance.
It's
Nations.
ignorant, but it's doing the activities, right? Is there any explanation on nascent engagements? Because he has to get, what does he do first? He creates this ignorant duties, right? Or things that living entities have to do. So they became engaged in Maya.
They are born in nations, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Ignorance.
So that's
it.
this
Yeah.
engagement.
And then they learn how to become whatever karma yogi, Krishna consciousness, bhakti, whatever it is. In the beginning, we are all in nations. Okay. Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Some examples of nascent engagements are self-deception, the sense of death, anger after frustration, sense of false ownership, illusory bodily conception,
That's it.
or forgetfulness of one's real identity.
Yeah.
Who is the queen of Manu? Satarupa, Devahuti, Diti, Sati.
Hey.
Yeah.
Satarupa. A1.
Devahuti.
No.
A1.
She was the daughter, wasn't she?
Satarupa.
654. Chapter 30. Whose alternate name is said to be Janardhan? Yudhishthir, Krishna, Bhishma, Vidur.
B. Krishna.
Krishna.
Krishna. Text 13. What are the bodily hair of the Lord known as? Kusha, Sanjeevani, Parijat, Vayu.
Sanjeevani. No.
What is that?
Yes, what we have known as.
Kusha.
Yes, Kusha is good.
Kusha, yes, Kusha. Isn't Kusha the grass?
Yeah.
Hairs, yeah.
The hairs on the body of the yeah.
Chapter 14. How can man control the senses? By following the Vaishnav etiquette, by taking shelter of the Lord, by taking shelter of the wife, by concentrating on the soul.
B.
By taking shelter of the wife.
B.
Lord.
Yes, right.
C.
Absolutely right. Well done, Riyansh. Yeah. I remember this last time.
Remember last time you told C, that's why.
That's right.
Oh my God.
We were shocked. We were at Kaushalya's point.
How can
Shocked.
man-
What?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm really shocked.
Yeah, we were as well.
By taking shelter of the wife, text 20. What death did Diti not want her sons to experience? Through non-pious beings, due to illness, due to demigods' curses, due to the Brahman devotees' wrath.
I think demigods curses. C. Demigods curses.
What death did you want to?
I think two of them, C and D. But C is appropriate.
Go for D.
I also think D because demigods also surrendered to Brahmas. D, I think.
Good.
Brahman devotees.
Understand.
Text 42. Chapter 15. What happened with the start of Diti's pregnancy? Darkness spread in all directions. The demigods lost their powers. Demons began to rule. War between the demigods and demons.
Hey, I will
Hey.
think.
Darkness is spread in all directions.
Yes, appropriate with me, not all of them. All of them didn't happen.
Darkness spread in all directions. Text 2. What happens to those who prefer to talk of the material world over topics of Vaikuntha? They are unable to obtain liberation. They are forsaken by the Lord. They are thrown into the darkest region of ignorance. They cannot comprehend transcendental knowledge.
I go with C.
I go with D. So we have C and D.
There's probably more than one answer here.
C.
You're right.
Yay!
The darkest region of ignorance. Text 23. Chapter 16. What did the Lord compare the messengers of Yamraj to? Eagles, snakes, spiders, vultures.
Spiders.
Yes.
Vultures.
Vultures. Text 10. What are the marks gracing the Lord's chest called? Srivatsa, Shishumar, Garud, Chandan.
Srivatsa.
A.
Yeah, good.
Srivatsa, text 21. Chapter 17. Victory of Hiranyaksh over all the directions of the universe. What happened when the sons of Diti were born? Darkness swallowed the world, the sun disappeared, the world turned chaotic, demigods lost their powers.
Darkness swallowed the world.
A.
Eh? What happened when?
C.
Or the world turned
Chaotic.
I think it's D. Is it?
C.
chaotic.
C.
The
Oh,
world
the world turned.
Text 1.
Chaotic.
Where did Hiranyaksh find Varun? In Vaikuntha, on Kailash, in Vibhavari, on Prithvi.
In Vibhavari. See.
The river, right? The
I
ocean.
think Vibhavari.
Yeah.
Vibhavari.
Well done, Rian.
Vibhavari, text 27. Chapter 18. The battle between Lodbo and the demon Hiranyaksh. Who was in charge of the earth? The demigods, Vali's descendants, the inhabitants of Rasatal, the Gandhar.
The inhabitants of Rasatal.
Who's in charge of the earth? Yeah, go for C.
Demigods.
The inhabitants of Rasatal, text 11. What is the auspicious period for victory known as? Abhijit, Shyam, Sayam, Valay.
Abhijit.
Abhijit.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Chapter 19. The killing of the demon Hiranyaksh. Who was Brahma addressed as? Paramatma, Prajapati, Aja, Anirudh.
B.
Prajapati.
Prajapati. B.
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 Aja,
Oh, Acha.
Good
text
job.
27.
Vishnu. Okay.
Because Brahma was not born, so Aja means unborn.
Oh, yeah, unborn. Yeah. Good point.
Who is Kshata? Vidur, Arjun, Bhim, Krishna.
Vidur.
Yeah. Let's go for Vidur.
Vidur. Text 33. Chapter 20. Conversation between Maitreya and Vidur. Where did Vidur meet Maitreya? Rishikesh, Haridwar, Kailash, Vrindavan.
Rishikesh.
Rishikesh, yeah. Sounds good.
Haridwar.
Haridwar.
Oh, close.
4. What was Andhatamisra created from? The navel of Vishnu, the shoulder of Brahma, the mouth of Shiv, the womb of Yogamaya.
Womb of Yogamaya.
The mouth of Shiva. Oh my God, no.
The shadow of Brahma.
Brahma.
Text 18. Chapter 21. Conversation between Manu and Karna. How many islands were there in the world during Priyavrat and Uttanpad rule?
Uttanapad.
9.
7.
Nine.
7.
7, yes. Good.
What did Kardama hear when Garud flapped his wings? Songs of the Apsaras, sacred chants by great sages, hymns from the Samaved, the voice of Vishnu.
C.
C.
Hymns from the Samaved, text 34. Chapter 22. The marriage of Kardam Muni and Devahuti. What part of the Lord is a Kshatriya said to be? His head, his legs, his chest, his arms.
D.
D. His arms.
His chest.
His arms, text 3. Who did Devahuti meditate upon? Vishnu, Kapil, Kardam, Saraswati.
Vishnu.
Vishnu.
Vishnu, yes. Oh. Dehuti.
Kapil, I think.
Yes.
Kardama. Kardama.
Oh, Kardam, yes. Husband.
Kardam, text 21. Chapter 23. Devahuti's lamentation. Who did Devahuti's service to her husband resemble? Lakshmi, Sati, Aditi, Bhavani.
Sati. D.
Sati. Good.
R. Lakshmi.
Bhavani.
Bhavani.
Bhavani. Text 1.
Bhavani is the same as Sati, no? Parvati? Bhavani?
She is
Yes.
an incarnation of Parvati.
Yeah.
Which sacred waters were present in the Bindu Sarovar? Ganga, Saraswati, Yamuna, Godavari.
Bindu.
I go to A.
How about all of them?
No,
Ganga.
Oh.
Oh. Saraswati.
Godavari.
Saraswati.
Saraswati. Text 25. Chapter 24. The renunciation of Kardama Muni. Why was the Lord born by Devahuti? To propagate transcendental knowledge, to explain Karma Yoga, to establish Dharma, to explain Sankhya Yoga.
To propagate transcendental knowledge.
Yeah.
D.
A.
Sankhya.
C.
D.
To propagate, to explain Sankhya Yoga. Text 10. What vow did Kardama take upon becoming a sannyasi? Vow of silence, vow of celibacy, vow to stop eating, vow of truth.
Kardam.
Of celibacy.
Oh, so let's see. Or A or B?
B.
I think B.
A.
Vow of silence. Becoming a sannyasi automatically means taking a vow of celibate.
True.
So this was the extra vow of silence, was it?
Yes.
What did you think of the Supreme Personality? The sage Kandarma Muni accepted the silence as a vow in order to think of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and take shelter of Him exclusively. Without association, he traveled over the surface of the globe as a sannyasi, devoid of any relationship with higher oceans.
Chapter 25. The glories of devotional service. Why did Devahuti say that she had fallen into the abyss of ignorance? Due to material desires, due to Yogmaya's influence, due to inappropriate thoughts, due to sense disturbance.
Due to material desire.
What are your desires? Oh, fine. Fine.
Due to sense disturbance.
Yeah.
Sense disturbance.
Text 7. When is one situated in the consciousness of liberation? When the consciousness is attached to the Lord, when the consciousness is free of material desires, when the senses are under control, when the mind is free of all desires.
I think when the mind is free from all desires.
A.
Attached to the Lord. Oh, D.
D.
No,
A.
A.
When the consciousness is attached to the Lord.
Fair enough.
Text 15. Chapter 26. Fundamental Principles of Material Nature. What is the ultimate perfection of self-realization? Devotion, surrender, knowledge, karma.
B.
Devotion.
B. I don't know.
Surrender.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yikes.
What is present in the body while being a form? The Lord, the Super Soul, Atma, Tattva, Mahatattva.
Mm, mm. Mahatattva or
E.
Atma Tattva.
The super soul.
I think Mahatattva.
Super soul.
B.
Yeah, well done.
Super Soul. Text 72. Chapter 27. Understanding Material Nature. What is reflected in the threefold ego, body, senses, and mind? The self-realized soul, the three modes of nature, material desire, knowledge.
The three modes of material nature.
Yes, B.
Material desire.
Material.
The self-realized soul. Text 13.
How is that possible? What is reflected in the threefold ego, body, senses, and mind? What is reflected? Don't get that.
What is reflected in the threefold ego?
The soul is thus reflected first in the threefold ego, then in the body, senses, and mind.
I see. Yeah, through the consciousness, I suppose. Okay, makes sense.
What happens when a yogi is no longer attached to mystic power and its effects? He obtains liberation, the Lord favors him, he will be reborn on a higher planet, death cannot overcome him.
Oh.
What happens when a yogi is no longer
He will be reborn on. No.
A.
I think A only.
B? Oh, he will be reborn as a higher planets.
Oh.
C.
Yes.
D.
Death cannot overcome him. Ecstasy. Chapter 28. Kapil's instructions on the execution of devotional service. What must one concentrate the mind on while practicing yogic postures? The soul, the Lord, the super soul, the heart.
The Lord.
Super soul. No. Lord.
The Lord.
Lord.
C.
Super soul.
C.
Super soul.
See.
Oh man. The soul.
Heart.
How is that possible?
I tried the heart and how it become.
How is the process of fixing the vital air called? Samadhi, bhakti, devotional service, arti.
How is
What is the process of fixing the vital air called samadhi?
Samadhi.
Samadhi. Text 6. Chapter 29. Explanation of devotional service by Lord Kapil. How do we call one who practices devotion in the mode of passion? Atheist, separatist, theist, heist.
What do you call one
Not.
Taste.
Not taste. I think he separatist.
Heist. I like the heist.
I think B one. B is the correct answer, right?
Very small.
I think B only.
D good.
I don't count the cone. Yay!
Oh.
Separatist. Text 8.
Separatist.
How many kinds of liberation do the devotee not accept?
5. Oh, what's that? Sorry.
5. Text 13.
Oops.
Chapter 30. Description by Lord Kapil of adverse creative activity. Why is the conditioned living entity satisfied in his own particular species of life? Because he is unaware of the Lord, because he is confused, because he does not desire another form, because he is covered by illusory energy.
D.
Gotta be D.
I want to go with it.
Oh.
Whereas a person immersed in criminal sense gratification. Constables, Yamdut, Vishnudut, Shivdut.
Yum.
Yamadut.
Extend. Chapter 31. Lord Kapil's instructions on the movements of the living entities. In which circumstance does the fetus develop in the womb? Peacefully, painfully, comfortably, uncomfortably.
B.
B and D, uncomfortably and painfully.
No, B.
I think painfully. Oh.
Painfully. Text 5 to 9. What is one bound by of the birth? Ties of ignorance and fruitive activities, sense of enjoyment, fear of the unknown, illusory enjoyment.
The taste of ignorance and fruitive activities.
A. Good.
A1 is appropriate.
Ties of ignorance and fruitive activities. Text 31. Chapter 32. Entanglement in fruitive activities. To which planet are materialistic persons attracted by sense gratification and devoted to the forefathers and demigods elevated?
Which planet the matter is people attracted by noted.
Pritvilok. Oh,
Jupiter, Saturn, Phobos, Moon.
not Jupiter. Not the moon. Saturn. The moon, really?
The Moon.
Okay.
Text. How is it possible to advance in knowledge and detachment? By engagement in Krishna consciousness, by worshipping the Lord, by chanting the holy name, by taking shelter of the Lord.
C.
By chanting the holy name.
By chanting the holy name.
All of them. Okay.
By engagement in Krishna consciousness. 624. Chapter 33. Activities of Kapil. Why is Brahma said to be unborn? Because he has no parents, because he was born by a lotus flower, because he was created by the Lord in the ocean, because he was created by a lotus flower.
He appeared from the lotus flower. Which one is that? D?
Yeah, B.
B.
Because he was born by a lotus flower. 60. What did Kapil do after instructing Devahuti? Left home, started preaching, went back to Vaikuntha, started meditating.
Started preaching. Oh, no. Started meditating.
After instructing, he left home.
Left home. A.
Left home.
Oh, left home.
He left home. Next one.
Yay.
Well done.
Ready? Kutu papi musicality.
That's the end of
I
the...
got some of the correct answers.
Yeah, well done. Well done, everybody. Very good.
No, siamo papi tu. O papi tu vem palita.
Okay, any questions? Well done. That was a good quiz. Hopefully chapter 4. Oh no, tomorrow is Prabhupada's arrival in the States. So Karuna, I was thinking we could do some of the bhajans there, or that the one that he wrote in the States when he was on the journey, if that's okay.
Okay, Prabhu.
And then on Wednesday, we can continue with the quiz, if that's okay.
Yes, Prabhu, it's okay.
Very, very good effort, huh? As always. Very, very good.
Your expert guidance are usual.
Yeah, and I knew all the answers. No, it's very good. Yeah, very, very good. All right, so let's go for prayers to Lord Nrsimhadev so that we remain protected, so that we can continue our service to Radha and Krishna. Okay, Karuna, would you like to take it away?
Shri Lakshmi Nrsimhadev ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Narsimha kavacham vakshe, Prahladeno ditam pura, Sarvarakshakaram punyam, Sarvopadravanasanam, Sarvasampadkaram shaiva, Swargamoksha pradayakam, Dhyadva Narasimham devesham, Hema simhasanastitam, Vivritasya Trinayanam Sharadindu Shamaprabha Lakshmalingita Vamangham Vibhuti Chaturbhujam Komalangam Sarnakundara Shobhitam Shriyasu Shobhito Ratskam Ratnakeyuramudritam Saptakanchana Shankasham Pita Nirmala Vasasam Indradi Suramodishta Suran Manikya Devtivi Virajita Padadvanvam Shanka Chakradi Hetivi Garutmata cha vinayat stuya manam mudanvitam Sarita kamala sambhasam kritva tugavacham pate Narsimho me shira patu loka rakshata sambhava Sarva gopi stambhavasa phalam me rakshatu dhanim Narasimho me disha patu soma sunani rochana Sritam me patu narahari muni varya stuti priya Nasam me simha nashastu mukham lakshmi mukha priya सर्वविद्यादिपापातु नरसिंहो सनां मम स्वप्नं पाद्विन्दु वदनं सदा प्रह्लादवन्दित नरसिंह पातु मे कण्ठं स्कन्धो भूभरणान्तके दिव्यास्त्रशोभितभुज नरसिंह पातु मे भुजौ करोमि देवा वरदो नरसिंह पातु सर्वतः हृदयं योगी साध्याश्च निवासं पातु मे हरि मध्यं पातु हिरण्याक्षमक्षा कुक्षिविदारण नाभिं मे पातु नरहरि स्वनाभि ब्रह्म संस्तुतः ब्रह्माण्डकोटया कट्यां यस्य सो पातु मे कटिं गोयं मे पातु गोयानां मन्त्राणां गोयरूपद्रि कुरु मनोभव पातु जानुनी नररूपद्रि जाङ्गे पातु धराभार हर्ता योत्सौ मृगेश्वरि सुरराजप्रद पातु पादो मे नरनीश्वर सहस्रशीर्ष पुरुषा पातु मे सर्वशस्तनम् मनोग्रह पूर्वतः पातु महावीराग्रशोभितः महाविष्णु दक्षिणे तु महाज्वालस्तु नैहितः पश्चिमे पातु सर्वेषु दिशि मे सर्वतोमुख नरसिंह पातु वायाव्यां सौम्यां भूषणविग्रहः शान्यां पातु भद्रो मे सर्वमङ्गलदायक संसारभयतः पातु मृत्योर्मृत्योनिकेशरि इदं नरसिंह कवचं प्रह्लादमुखमण्डितम् भक्तिमान् यपते नित्यं सर्वपापैकमुच्यते पुत्रवान् धनवान् लोके दीर्घायुरुपजायते यं यं कामयते कामं तं तं प्राप्नोति असंशयम् सर्वत्र जयमाप्नोति सर्वत्र विजयी भवेत् भूम्यन्तरिक्षदिव्यानां ग्रहाणां मे निवारणं वृश्चिकरोगसम्भूत विशापाहरणं परं ब्रह्मरक्षास्य याक्षाणां दुरोत्सारणकारणम् कुजे वा तालपत्रे वा कवचं लिखितं शुभं कर्मूले दिताम्येन सिद्धेयु कर्म सिद्धय देवासुर्मनुष्येषु संसमेव जयं लभेत् एकसन्ध्यं त्रिसन्ध्यं वा यापतेन्यतो नर सर्वमाङ्गलमङ्गल्यं मुक्तिं मुक्तिं च विन्दति द्वात्रिंशतिसहस्राणि पाठेषु धात्मनं कवचस्यास्य मन्त्रस्य मन्त्रसिद्धिः प्रजायते अनेन मन्त्रराजेन कृत्वा भस्माभिर्मन्त्रणम् तिलकं विभ्रियाद्यस्तु तस्य ग्रहभयं हरेत् त्रिवारं जपमानस्तु दातं वर्याभिमन्त्रस्य प्रशयेद्यो नरो मन्त्रं नरसिंहध्यानमाचरेत् तस्य रोगप्रणश्यन्ति ये चक्षुकुक्षिसमः किमत्र बहुनोक्तेन नरसिंहसदृशो भवेत् मनसा चिन्तितं यत्तु सत्तच्चाप्नोति संशयम् गर्जन्तं गर्जयन्तं निजभुजपतनं शोधयन्तं हतन्तं दीप्यान्तं तापयन्तं दिवि भुवि दितितं क्षिपयन्तं क्षिपन्तं क्रान्तान्तं रोषयन्तं दिशि दिशि सततं संहरन्तं हरन्तं दीक्षान्तं पूरयान्तं करनिकरशतै दिव्यसिंहं नमामि
इति श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणे प्रहलादोक्तं श्री नरसिंह कवचं संपूर्णम्। श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव की जय, प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय।
Thank you. Very good. Hare Krishna. Oh, Rianch, if you're still there, you can chant, sing a praise if you like.
Yes, Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Narsimhaya Namaste Jaste Kasam Navir Bhavam Vachuranaka Vachuranamsta Karmashayan Yerandentama Vasam Prasam Swaha Ayam Abhayam Atmani Purushtamashtam Vastastu Vishwasikala Prasidatam Rayantu Muta Nishivam Natadi Munashtabatam Vachitaradokshatam Aveshatam Matirauti Haitu Mahakarada Madraveta Vandusha Sango Yatisha Prabhat Priyoshana Atmam Ritvastatmagam Yatachatura Matatendriyapayam Atsamgalatam Javayavayavu Tetam Mahamasam Vishatam Imanasam Manahatirajam Natashutipi Natongajam Ovainasive Tamukunda Vikramam Yasyasti Bhakta Bhagavad Kinchana Sarver Gunasta Prasam Sate Sura Arava Bhakti Stakuto Mahatukunam Manorathena Satiram Vatumbai Agya Saksham Bhagavan Sharinana Marasa Namavatoyam Tita Twaham Tam Radasajute Grahe Taram Vayasaram Fatina Matrajurada Shadamanya Manas Mahaba Raganya Namuna Nahantam Samsutija Ravalam Vasamabhanam Vajata Kutumaya Apambiyam Mahavishnu Jayantam Sarvatam Mukam Matsamam Vishanam Bhattam Acham Dacham Mahamyaham.
Haribol, ask somebody to do it because I got a really bad cough.
Okay. Kaushalya Mahaji, would you like to chant? Oh, she might not be. Or Sitaram?
I'll just go for it. Okay. Shri Nrsimha, Jaya Nrsimha, Jaya Jaya Nrsimha, Praladesha, Praladesha, Padma Mukha, Padma Bringa, Shri Nrsimha, Jaya Nrsimha, Jaya Jaya Nrsimha, Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa Shri Nrsimha Jaya Nrsimha Jaya Jaya Nrsimha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa. All glories to Sri Nrsimhadev. All glories to Nrsimhadev, the Lord of Prahlad. All glories to you who are like a honeybee, always hovering about the lotus face of Sri. Hare Krishna.
Well done.
Thank you.
Aruna, would you like to chant the Nrsimha prayers?
Yeah, sure. Namaste Narasimhaya Praladayine Hiranyakashipu Vakshara Shilakantanakalaye Ito Narsimha.
I think it said she left for whatever reason.
Oh, yeah, it's probably internet.
Yeah. Shall I carry on?
Yeah, go for it, go for it.
Ito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha Yato Yamitato Nrsimha Bahir Nrsimha Radaye Nrsimha Nrsimhadev Sharanam Prapade Tavakara Kamala Varenaka Adbhuta Shringa Dalida Hiranyakashipu Tanubregam Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha
Sorry, I
Hare.
got cut off.
That's okay.
Jaya Nrsimhadev 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 Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Bhakta Prahlad Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Srila Nrsimha Bhagavan ki jai, Bhakta Prahlad ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Krishna Das Maharaj ki jai, all glories to assembled devotees. Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Thank you.
Get better soon. So we can chant one round. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for joining today. Hare Krishna. See you tomorrow.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Bol.
Sunil. Thank you.
Haribol, Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you.
Kanchan. Hare Krishna, Karuna, Shamalani.